Alright, I'm out here with the Volantex Ranger G2 now that I have adjusted this thrust angle. Let's see how well it flies now. I don't have any trim in the elevator, and I'm going to set the flaps at 50%. This is only my 5th flight with this thing, I think. Since before modifying the thrust angle. I don't know how this thing's going to work in the wind, and I certainly don't have it dialed in yet because I wanted to take care of the bad thrust angle first. But let's go ahead and see if we can get it in the air and see how it launches without any trim in the elevator and just 50% flaps. We've got wind out here today at 4 to 7, so let's see. Oh, not bad. That's the first time I've been able to launch it without full flaps and without full elevator trim. Bring it back around and let's see if we can do a pass through here and then throttle it up and see if it pushes the nose down. Well, I've got to trim against the torque a little bit yet, but it did not push the nose down. So that's fantastic. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's take the flaps off of it. Alright, so no flap in it now. And I guess I could throttle back a little bit. I'm way up there. Let's bring it down a little bit. I always like to gain a little altitude with these planes when I'm testing them out, just in case. Gives me time to catch it. If I seem a little nervous, I am. This is the largest plane I've ever flown. I've definitely got some trim work to do on it. But no more thrust angle problem, so it's all downhill from here. Oh, I got just a tiny bit of push down there. You couldn't tell with 50% flaps, but just a little bit of push. I also noticed one other thing after putting the angle in this motor, and that is that I now have clearance for an 8x4 prop. It currently has, it comes stock with a 7x5. And with all the thrust tests that I've run, an 8x4 prop will put out more thrust than a 7x5. So when I come back out here again, I'm going to be testing it with an 8x4 prop. Okay, there's my alarm. I'm going to put 50% flap in it. Bring it back around and see if I can land this big plane without destroying it. Come on, come on. Oh, well. Can you tell I'm not used to using a rudder with my park jets? Alright, well, I got it on the ground, and I didn't completely destroy it. So I say it's a win-win. But no, that thrust angle is definitely 10 times better than it was. It still has, if I do an abrupt throttle up, it still pushes the nose down ever so slightly, and I don't know if there's a way to overcome that with that pylon mounted motor so high above the wing. But I certainly have mitigated the vast majority of that with that new thrust angle. Plus it will let me put an 8x4 prop on here. So next time I come out, I should have some more thrust on this plane. And I will definitely be coming out and practicing with this plane so I can get more depth with this type of setup. It's definitely not a park jet. So thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out our Patreon site. We have a lot of free content there as well. And I will see you in the air.